Hello and welcome to the 5-Minute Sound Designer, where I'll show you a cool new technique for sound design purposes in about 5 minutes or less. So today we're going to be looking at layering, which is an awesome technique that involves using multiple sound effects played in conjunction to create a unique sound in the end. So as you can see here in Logic Pro, I have 3 different sound effects on 3 separate tracks. And what we're going to do is set these up so that they play together in such a way that I have a more unique sound in the end. So what I'm trying to make is kind of a distant, snowy impact sound. And what I have here are 3 different effects that I recorded in different spots and did at different times. And I'm just throwing together to see how it sounds in the end. So I'm going to play each of these individually, and then I'll play them together so you can hear how they affect one another and how you can have a more flavorful effect when you just add some more sounds on top of what you already have. So this first layer is a cool whoosh. The second one is a plastic bag being shaken out. And this third one is the actual explosion itself, the impactful sound. This is kind of the heart, the core of the overall sound that we're going to be making. So, while theoretically we could just use this third one and call it a day, sound design is all about making cool, new, unique sounds in the end. So we don't want to just be lazy and throw this already made sound in and call it a day. We want to add a little bit more flavor to this third impact sound down here. So I'm going to play this whoosh sound added on top of this impact sound to give you an idea of what that will sound like. So now we get a bit of a lead-in from that whoosh, and it sounds a little bit more unique. We have kind of a build-up to our explosion, so maybe if this is a video game, people have an anticipation of a bomb or whatever it may be going off. Now, this third thing I'm going to add is this plastic bag, which may not seem relevant to an explosion, but it adds just a little bit of high-frequency goodness, a little sparkle, a little shimmer, that makes things sound just a little more unique, and to me, a lot better. So it's a little hard to hear, but I'll take this plastic bag away now and you can hear the difference. There's not a lot of sharp crack to the initial impact, to the initial explosion. Versus this one with the plastic bag. It's subtle for sure, but we definitely get a little bit more of that high frequency crack to that initial impactful explosion sound. Now, one last thing I want to point out is you can notice that all of these effects don't necessarily play at the same time as one another. This whoosh starts at a different time from this plastic bag, which starts at a slightly different time from this impact. So they all start at different times, and that's totally okay. When you're making your own sound effects, not all of your layers need to start at the exact same time, and not all of them need to be the same length. You can have little effects here and there dotted throughout a much longer ambience. It's really up to you. But this is the overall concept. Adding a whole bunch of effects together to see what you get in the end to get something more unique. Now, you can layer a whole bunch of unrelated effects. You can have a dog bark in here. You can try making kind of weird sound effects by putting in animals or anything that you can think of, and you may be surprised by what kind of cool results you can get. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to sign up for my newsletter where I send out weekly tips and tricks on getting gigs and work in the game industry, as well as videos like this to help you create better sound design for your games. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time.